Most people use AI to write captions or draft emails. What if it could hold your entire brand identity and generate on-brand assets every time you need them? That is what Claude Design does. And today I'm going to show you exactly how to set it up. So here's the problem most small business owners and consultants have with branding. You have your colors somewhere, your fonts are in a Canva template, your brand voice is in your head, and every time you need to create something new, you're starting from scratch and hoping it looks consistent. So what I'm going to show you today is how to pull all of that together, upload it into Claude Design once, and have it available every time you need to create a presentation, a brand guide, or any visual asset. I have done this already for my consulting brand, Pollyanna Consulting, and today I'm going to walk you through doing it for Connect the Marketing Dots so you can see the whole process in real time. But before you go anywhere near Claude Design, you need to know your brand colors. And if you already have them, great. If you do not, .co is where I would start. It is free and it does two things that are genuinely useful here. First is the palette generator. So I'm showing that to you now. And you can build a palette from scratch, or you can lock in a color you already know you want and let Coolors suggest what works with it. Your brand hex codes go in here. Okay, so you can toggle with these. Like, for example, these are all the different shades of that color. So if you decide, oh, maybe I want something a bit brighter, and then instead of a green, you might want that. Or if you're going for something cooler and pink or something like that. And then maybe, yeah, maybe something like this. And maybe not this shade of green. That's a bit much, isn't it? Do it like that. So you've got colors you can play around with. You can generate colors that you like. You can explore palettes. So this one will show you trending color palettes. You can see different shades. Yeah. Okay, so let's go back to the palette generator. What I wanted to do was for the Connect the Marketing dot colors, right? So I'll just enter the codes here because I do have them. 6, and then we have 36 C21, D538, D7, C26, okay, let's see. Okay, so those are the colors that we've got for Connect the Marketing Dots. So what you can do is to extract this, you can export it, and you can export it as an image, and then just title color codes, export that, and it will be saved as a PNG file for you. You can also export it in terms of like a URL. You can see on top here the URL for all the different color codes are there, or PDF file, however you wish. Bear in mind, I'm using the free version here, yeah? So that's why you see all the ads on it. So second, and this is the one I really like, is the palette visualizer, which is this one here. This is great for getting ideas for your branding, the use cases where it could apply, like typography, visuals, even the dashboard. You can see what it looks like. This is one of my favorite things. Okay, so now let me do this. E76236. I'm quite sure if I had signed in or something or have a paid account, I don't need to do this all over again. But like I said, I'm using the free version. It's a small matter to just insert all these again. A7C26. Okay, so there we go. So that's how the Connect the Marketing Dots colors. And as you can see, you've got various applications for the colors. Okay, this is quite nice too. Okay, and dashboard's good. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to screenshot some of the colors here. In fact, I might just screenshot this whole lot here like this. One lot. And then I really do like the dashboard and this. So screenshot the ones that you like. I believe if I have the paid account, I could actually, yeah, there you go, Pro, which is the paid account. You can view variations. You can check the contrast and so forth. So you can actually see the 30 more designs, the use cases. So it's a great tool, the visualizer, because you can see whether your palette actually works before you commit to it, right? So it's name cards, dashboards, web layouts, patterns. It's not just color codes, like a color swatch lined up in a row. So a good tool to have and to get ideas here as well. So grab a few screenshots of the layouts that feel right for your brand and keep them handy. Now, here is what you actually need before you go into Claude Design, and this is less than you might think. You need your color palette, either from Coolors or from an existing brand document. You need your brand fonts, you need a short description of your target audience, you need a note on your offers or services, even rough bullet points are fine, and you need your website URL. That's it. So if you have a brand style board already, even better. I have one for CTMD, and it's a Canva template that captures the mission and vision, the values, the personality, the logos, the color palette, the fonts that we use, and icons if necessary, photo imagery. So that becomes one of the documents I upload. The link for this template is in the description if you want it. But if you do not have a brand style board yet, the inputs I have just listed are enough to get you started. You do not need a perfect document, you just need the information. Okay, so now let's put it all together. The first thing we're going to do is go into Claude Design. As you can see, I'm doing this with you. It's from scratch. I haven't even got a design system for Connect the Marketing Dots here. So I'm doing this real time with you guys. What we're doing here is giving Claude Design everything it needs to understand your brand. So think of it as a briefing and not a form to fill in. So the first thing you want to do is to go into the design systems and you want to create a new design. As I've mentioned earlier, I've already done one for Pollyanna Consulting, which is our sister brand. And so now I want to do one for Connect the Marketing Dots. So I want to create here because I want to upload my assets. And okay, I'm going to fill in the company name. If you have a code from GitHub or a Figma file, you can add it all here. Okay, so what I want to do is to upload the documents here, all the little screenshots, the color codes that we've got. I've put them all in a folder here so that it's easy to upload them. I've got my brand style board, got the color codes. I've got some information regarding Connect the Marketing Dots here, like what it is, who's our target audience, our tagline, and so forth, and the screenshots that I saved. So I'm wondering whether I can upload them not at one go. Let's see. Oh, yes, I can. Okay. All right. So it's got everything here. And you can add other notes here. For example, I had a document with the brand voice, target audience, the business, what it does. And so you could put that information here, just type it out if you have it at the top of your head. And so I think once we've got it all here, let's continue to generation. And as you can see here, it'll take about 5 minutes to generate your design system. So I'm going to press generate and we'll get back to it when it's done. So we're back again and Claude Design is still creating the design system. And you can see all the work that it's taking and it's going through the checklist. So we're going to have to wait a while and see what happens. So we're back. It didn't take 5 minutes. It took longer. But ta-da! It's all there now. I think it took about 15 minutes or so. It could have taken a bit longer than what it's supposed to do because I had the script running as well. So that could have impacted the speed of it. Yeah. But yeah, it's here. So there we go. Design system for Connect the Marketing Dots. So it's got the tagline, let's turn your stories into marketing gold. The source files. Okay, so there's a font substitution flag. So it's just something to take note of. The content fundamentals, it's great, yeah. It's got the visual foundations, iconography, visual assets, index system, iconography. Yep. So this was when I uploaded. Oh, it's even tweaked my favicon, which I never even did that. I just had the favicon in dark brown on a white background. Actually, these are quite nice. I might just take some of these and use them as favicons for some of our funnel pages or something like that. Okay, the word goes. Yep, that's our logo. And on the reverse on the dog, brown colors, color. I mean, it's amazing, isn't it? And quarter style, core buttons. Look, it's taken note of the core buttons as well. How we like the buttons, like right down to the radius, sizes, feedback, call out, forms, what it might look like on forms, design, what a reason. So you've got this all here now. I guess what you want to do now is to, oh, wow, look at this, the marketing site. Look at that, it's taken inspiration from that. Okay, so this is amazing. And I believe in the document that I submitted, it included the URL for my website, for the Connect the Marketing Dots website. I think it went through that as well. Otherwise, how visible is your expertise? I mean, that's an assessment that we've created for Connect the Marketing Dots. And wow, I mean, this is amazing. I didn't even expect it to do the scorecard as well. So I'm really impressed. Okay, so Claude has asked them questions and I've just responded. And you got to understand that this is not a one-time thing exactly, but it's also not something you need to redo constantly. So that was the aim of showing you this, because now that you have a design system, you build this context file once and you update it when your brand evolves. And every time you come back to Claude Design for a new project, it pulls from what you have already given it, right? So I'm just refining it a little bit because it's asked me a couple of questions, so I've responded to it. And now I'm just sending that through. And then after that, we can look at producing the brand guide. So scrambling. Okay, so it's responded back to say that all the things that I confirmed as sorted, the glyph matches, the motif is right, nothing further needed. And so now the CTMD design system is complete and confirmed, and the bundle is compiled and everything renders in the design systems tab. It can now convert the two UI kit screens, marketing site, and scorecard into one-click reusable templates for other projects. So just tell Claude what you'd like it to do. I would like Claude, please create a brand style guide. And so I've typed out, Claude, please create a brand style guide for me. Let's see what happens. It's saying it's sorting. Is that cute? So while Claude is still sorting, I just wanted to share, because now that it has the complete design system for your brand, you can ask it to create a full brand guide, which is what we're doing. You can also ask it for a presentation template. You can ask for social media graphics. Because it has the brand context in place, what it generates fits your colors, your fonts, and your overall feel without you having to brief it from scratch every single time. And okay, so it's told me a brand style guide is a deliverable document. I'll build a polished, print-ready brand book that pulls straight from the system's tokens and assets. So it's now working on that. The output comes as a downloadable file. And for a brand guide, that's typically a PDF or an image file that you can reference and share. So while it's still generating, let's just wait a bit. Hello, so we're back again. And now let me show you what it actually looks like. As you can see on the screen, it's created the brand style guide and is a print-ready brand book built straight from the system's tokens and assets. So it's got 7 sections, and I'm going to open it now. You can see that it's under the files here, next to the design system tab. There's no file open, but if you click on that, you will see the brand style guide here. I'm clicking on that. And and it's all right. So it says that brand style guide version 1 and connect the marketing dots. So there you go. It's got the brand at a glance, the voice and the tone, a logo, the color palette, and then the typography. You can see a different typography that we use, photography, and that's it. So there's some bits where, like for example, the all rights, the copyright and all that is not very clear, like this bit here. You can actually just advise Claude to make it more visible. For example, the refine the color of the font is called copyright. Make it lighter so that it's more visible. Okay, so I'm very pleased with how it's turned out. It's working on that. It's now editing it. And it says new version ready here on top. So I'll just refresh it and let's see. Okay. There you go. It's slightly better now. You can see it quite clearly here where it was quite hidden before. So yes, what you can do now is to share it. You can click on it here and share it. So you can have a share link, but I believe it's only people who are in your workspace. So you need a team account for this. You can export it and there are different variations, PDF, PowerPoint, or even a standalone HTML. And then you can send it to your Claude Code terminal or to your Canva account. But right now, the easiest thing is really to export it as a PDF. And then you can just download the PDF. Here is what this actually changes. Before this, every time you needed to create something, you were making it up as you went along, hoping you remembered the right shade of orange, checking which font was the heading font or starting from 0. After this, Claude Design knows your brand. You walk in, you tell it what you need, and it builds from a foundation that already exists. That is the difference between scattered and connected, and that is exactly what this channel is about. So the Canva style board template I used today is linked below. It's $10 and it's the fastest way to get your brand inputs organized before you go into Claude Design. In fact, if you didn't want to do Claude Design, you could literally just use this template, save it as a PDF, and give it to your contractor, VA, or colleague to use as a brand guide. So if this was useful, please subscribe for more videos on AI tools and marketing systems for consultants and small business owners. And if you have any questions about what I showed you today, just drop them in the comments. I read everything and I'll be happy to answer them. Okay, have a good day. Bye.